Okay, looks like the stream is live. If you're catching this after the completion of the stream, I will have chapters along the video feed for you to skip past this opening. Okay, looks like login. Just going to do my audio checks to make sure everything's working okay. Testing 1, 2, 3. Just going to do my audio checks to make sure everything's working okay. Check that with in-game sounds by clicking on a few things. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Audio checks to make sure everything's working okay. Check that with in-game sounds by clicking on a few things.
Malfurion versus Medivh!
Let the games begin. I must protect the wild. My greetings. Ah, hello there.
Prepare to face the mighty Milhouse Metastorm!
That's incredible.
Elune, guide my lance. For a loon.
My eyes are open. My thanks to you. That's incredible.
Jade Serpent guide you. Jade Serpent guide you.
Medivh versus Malfurion.
I must protect the wild.
Let the games begin.
My greetings.
Ah, hello there.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Nature will rise against you.
Funnel cakes! Get your funnel cakes here!
Feed you to master.
I have more cakes!
Job's done.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Funnel cakes! Get your funnel cakes here!
Jade Serpent guide you.
Who dares defile this ancient land? Spectacular!
Job done.
Prepare to face the mighty Millhouse Metastorm.
Pay attention, class. Pay attention, class.
I'm ready to learn. I'm ready to learn.
Thumbs up. Let's do this. Fire chicken.
Well played.
Medivh versus Malfurion.
I must protect the wild.
Let the games begin.
Thank you for that. I did not realize. That's kind of annoying. Hope that hasn't been since the start. Probably
My
has
greetings.
been. I'll handle that. I'm curious. I did a mic check at the start. It was, okay. Well, welcome in. Kind of annoying. I did a bit of an intro and all earlier on. For those who have jumped to this part in the video, I do weekly Tavern Brawls content. In this case, this week's just a live stream. Don't really want to use the heals. Chuck the mirrors to down. Hopefully we get something good there.
attention, class. Pay attention, class.
Nice. Do a bit of draw here. No, I don't really want to run them in. No healing. Oh, I've got healing heal.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Elune, guide my lance.
Nope, well, that one's over. Okay. So, given I was muted at the start, which is highly embarrassing, I will kind of quickly run over my intro again. Hello and welcome, I'm Lazzy J, and this is your weekly reminder to do your Tavern Brawl. This week's Tavern Brawl is called Return of the Mechazod. Mechazod wants a rematch, this time new allies stand against him. Good luck with this return co-op brawl. Okay, so going into some of the details for this Tavern Brawl, which I no longer have open, that's annoying. If we do this, and let's do that, and find... Okay, here it is. So this is the 4th time we've had this Tavern Brawl. Basically, you team up with your opponent on the opposite side of the board. You're either mage or druid. And you're trying to defeat a boss minion on the board. Relatively simple. Just kind of going over this. He's got some pretty powerful moves. He gains attack. He can deal damage to both enemies. He can shoot out bombs. He's also got the ability to take out particular minions. Like kill Low Walker. I'm just having a quick look to see if there's anything else I need to kind of mention. Pretty much got an assassinate for the highest minion. The druid tends to be a lot of burst-based minions, so he's based around Savage Roar, so you'll get like Haunted Creeper, Violet Teacher, Centaurus, all those kind of cards that will give you minions on board so you can Savage Roar into him. Whereas your mage is more spell damage based. They're running Arcane Blast, Fireballs, Pyroblast, and there's also a couple of Millhouse Mana Storms in the mix to kind of allow each party to really do a real high-end turn, or the other side. So if I was mage and someone played Millhouse Mana Storm on the other side, pretty much if I had a couple Pyroblasts or other spells, I could just fire them all out in one hit, and that could be quite devastating. Probably a key card to have, but it's finding the right time to play it that's kind of key there. When he kind of enters into the end turn phase, if your board's full, he will wipe it. So say if you don't leave him a spot to move to, he will wipe your board. So that is something you have to be cautious about. Yeah, so you probably want no more than 6 minions on the board at any one time, just so that you've got room for him to move. Otherwise, you're going to lose all those minions. He casts a spell at the start of every turn, so just be mindful of that. He does quite a bit of damage and grows quite strong while you're trying to build up a board. And I'm just reading down. Okay, so this brawl first came out during the Goblins versus Gnomes. Oh no, it's played on that battlefield, sorry. I'm guessing it came out around that time. Yeah, it was quite early on. Would have been around then. Without double checking my dates. So yeah, so that's the whole idea. We'll go back and play a couple more games. I apologise about the muted audio, but those games are... I don't know if I'll edit those out. I can trim down my VOD. I might be able to trim down to this point. But we'll see. I'll have chapters in the video anyway, so you can jump around and see what you want to look at.
Let the games begin. I must protect the wild.
We'll go for those for now. I don't want to play Cho too early.
You know, take candle.
That's not too bad early on. But the minion is gaining a lot of attack. Okay, it looks like this person's going to go quite heavy into just running minions in instead of just keeping some alive. I was hoping the two bodies would have added a bit of cover, but obviously not.
Ah, the great outdoors.
I'm going to leave that up just in case he does miss. There we are, we're both dead. It can be over so quick. According to the wiki, a lot of those are randomized, so sometimes he buffs himself a lot, other times he just kind of takes on minions and shoots missiles.
Malfurion versus Medivh.
Let the games begin. I must protect the wild.
There you go, there's all the spells he can play. Yeah, he'll play one of those.
Job done.
Yeah, the wiki's a really good source for some of these Tavern Brawls. We even got a card list. I'll bring that up in a second. I don't want to kind of interrupt the game too much. That is totally and utterly useless. Just kind of bring it up and drop it. Oh, no, I don't want it. Don't try to auto lock. Just want you half and half. There we are. So yeah, the Druid deck's got all these cards. And there's the Mage deck. So one or two Paraboss? Just one Paraboss.
Job's done.
Not looking good on this one.
Funnel cakes. Get your funnel
Oh,
cakes
nice.
here.
Elune, guide my lands.
He's already up like 8 attack. Yikes. I'm hoping on chucking Cho down and with the heal. Even if I get Aviana out one turn, chances are that he'll kill it. There goes my extra mana crystal.
Jade Serpent.
That was already gone.
Attention, class.
Elune, guide my lands.
Gaining 1 armor there is not going to do much. And we're dead. We'll go again. I'd like to get 1 win when I'm not muted. I have to be mindful of the time because I do need to go to work.
Medivh versus Malfurion.
I must protect the wild. Let the games begin.
Just in case I get Cho, I'll keep that, but the other one's probably a bit later in the game if I can help it. Mirror image, I'll get that down early. That's already 8 damage by turn 2. Unless you can get some decent development. Kind of a bit frustrating. a mana crystal. Use it wisely. Well, that helped me, but I've got no healing to help them out.
Feed you to master.
Oh, I wish I had the other one then. I'm not going to attack with him because that's a bit of defense on my end.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Nice. Weren't they meant to attack last turn? This is concerning. Run it in.
Jade serpent guide
Ooh, nice. I like that. Run it in. Run! Oh, gotta be kidding me. It's a 30-30 when it dies. Oh no, I love it. Sorry. My bad, but they... I thought it was the other one, but... If you run it in within a couple of turns, we could have taken advantage of it. There we go. Wish I could.
enough mana.
Sometimes I forget things.
My eyes are open.
Not enough healing.
Maybe that will be a turn to get ready.
And we're both dead. If he had done that earlier, we would have been in a lot better position. Right, yeah. And that's kind of annoying. Like, I've got my card pack anyway, I don't really care, but we could have won that one.
Medivh versus Malfurion.
I must protect the wild.
Let the games begin.
Nice, spiders.
Elune, guide my lance.
Who knows what secrets will uncover?
I needed to play something there.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Salam crush you.
And that's game over again. Okay. I think I'll leave it there. I don't think I'm going to gain much by just constantly hitting brawl, brawl, and brawl. I think ultimately, this Tavern Brawl, it's not bad as a concept. But unless you get a good hand and your opponent knows what they're doing, it can get a little frustrating, I guess. Like that one before this last one where the guy could have at least run the 7-4 in, or the 4-7, and then at least have got the 11-11 2 turns earlier, and then they still could have played their Savage Raw, and that minion would have most likely still been alive. So that would have won that one. Of course, that was my opponent's turn. I have no control over that. For those giving it a go, it is worth the free pack. Just keep giving it a go. Hopefully you'll get with someone that knows what they're doing and gets good draw. I don't really think there's much more to go over. I'm just having a quick look over the wiki to make sure there's nothing I missed in my intro. Like we went all over the mechanics. We had a quick look at the decks, like whereas the Mage card, Arcane Blast, is really, really good if you've got at least 2 minions with spell damage on the board. Because you're getting double spell damage off it. So even if you got an extra +2 on the board, that's an extra +4. That's 6 damage. That's a Fire Blast or Fireball for 1 mana. There are those minions that are giving 2 spell damage too. I never actually saw the Beast in any of my games. Not really great. For 6 mana it's okay if you can get it out on the 6 mana turn, but by the time you're at that stage, the Mechazod's got probably +8 damage, so it's wiping any of those minions. I think that's probably a little too slow. The Rockjaw Trogs are just too small. Leroy is not too bad because you can at least play him and get the instant damage, and the Whelps do act as a little bit of a damage absorber if he's shooting his missiles. Mukla's not too bad if you buff an opponent's minion that they're going to attack with. Probably not target anything that you think they're going to use defensively though. Like I was trying to leave my... what was it? It was the 4 mana... your animated armor up, and I had a player buff that. And the only reason I had that up is so that I could tank a bit of damage to face. So I was never going to trade that in. You could trade it in, but for at least one or two of the games, that while that was up, it really absorbed quite a lot of damage. These two work quite well together if you can get their death rattle to trigger. That's an 11-11 on the board. I was thinking it was a 30-30. What was that? I was thinking of the darkness for some reason. Whereas when you play the 3 candles and then, or your opponent draws the 3 candles and summon the darkness. Don't know why I was thinking of that, but that's an 11-11, and when both those die, that should be able to stick on the board for a turn or two unless it's got the assassinate highest minion. Low Walker Cho is good combined, especially if you can combine it with, say, Millhouse Monorstorm. Playing those two on one turn means that your opponent can play as many spells as they want, and you'll get a copy of each of those spells. And both? No, only the Druid has those. That's interesting. I thought I must have copied it at some point. But yeah, if you are interested, again, I will put a copy of this article into chat. It's worth a look. There's a... I had posted it earlier. Okay, let's go open my pack and close out of this. As I said earlier in the video, probably when I was muted, if I've got an interesting and good Tavern Brawl, I'll tend to do a short 2 to 5 minute video breaking it down. I won't do that this week because really this Tavern Brawl doesn't really kind of warrant it. It's pretty self-explanatory. But I do this every week. So I release at least some content every Thursday in and around the Tavern Brawl. So it would either be a live stream, a video, or a Twitch. Oh, no, a short. Sorry, what was I thinking? Or maybe a combination of 2 or 3 of those. So just depends on what kind of Tavern Brawl we get. Depends on what I kind of put my energy into. I also do standard ladder over on Twitch. You can find me at twitch.tv/LetterJ. I'll chuck that into the description as well. At least once or twice a week I will do a constructed playthrough, a ladder grind. That's where I do most of my live streaming stuff. And yeah, if I've got extra time, I'll do some extra streams. I think we'll leave it there. So thank you for all those who stopped by, past, present, and future. And until next time, good luck and have fun. I'm so annoyed about the muted mic. Oh, the editor's kicked in, so I can probably remove a lot of the quiet components. Wait.